Welcome back, Giants fans. Some news just broke, and it's news that I think is relevant to the Giants, especially after yesterday when we found out that Landon Collins will more than likely not be back as a Giant. We already know he's not going to be franchise tagged, and I would be shocked if the Giants sign him to a long-term deal at this point. I think his days as a Giant are over. So the Giants, I think, were already in the market for a safety, especially with how bad Curtis Riley was last year. As I've said earlier, he was the lowest-ranked free safety per PFF in all of football last year. That's how bad he was. He needs to be replaced. Eric Weddle just became available. Now, Eric Weddle is going to be 34 years old next year. He is a former 6-time Pro Bowler, and he's made the last 3. Now, we all know Pro Bowls don't mean much in the NFL. It's a popularity contest, but Weddle is still talented, and he's certainly an upgrade over Curtis Riley. Now, would I go out there and get him? Well, that depends on the contract, more so the length. He was due to make $6.5 million with the Ravens next year, and the Ravens cut him, which tells me he's not worth that. If I'm the Giants, I am not paying him what he was cut for. So if he's willing to come here for $4.5 to $5 million on a 2-year deal, you pay him $4.5 to $5 million a year, it's someone I would look at, because now you can shore up the safety position. You give him 5, we'll say. You go out, you get an Amos for 9 or 10, and that gives you more flexibility in the draft. If they cannot lock down the safety position in free agency, they will absolutely, in my opinion, have to spend one of their top 2 picks on a safety. If they could go out there and spend $14 to $15 million in free agency and shore up both spots, that may be the way to go. And this is another option for the Giants to go after. Of course, they could sign Weddle and maybe not go after another safety and address the strong safety position via the draft. It's going to be tough to do that, though, because in my opinion, there are 2 upper echelon safeties in this year's draft, both projected to go mid to late first round. I think the only way the Giants would be able to get their hands on an Adderley or someone like that would be to trade up into the late first round. And the Giants could do that. We'll see if they do, but I think Weddle's a good fit on a cost-effective deal. It'll be interesting to see if the Giants go after him. I'd like to get your guys' thoughts on it. What would you do? Do you think Weddle's a viable option on a 1 or 2 year contract? I'm not saying sign this guy to 5 years. We don't need grandpas on this team, but he may be a stopgap safety. I'd like to get your thoughts on it. Let me know. As always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe, drop a comment, maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.